Oh boy. Let's get a little Danny Kaye song. And if you know this song, good for you. You're an old school Dodgers fan. I said D. I said D-O. D-O-D. D-O-D-G. D-O-D-G-E-R-S, go Dodgers! Hey, how about that? That's a sweep of the Giants. Always feels good to sweep the Giants, right? I'm sorry to make you have to hear me sing. That's not what we all normally want, but hey, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be here with you guys today, and I got some great news about tomorrow too, because I'm going to be here with you tomorrow as well, because I got some huge news about what's happening on ESPN LA and what's happening for these Dodger games. So, right now, because that's a sweep, that's a huge sweep too, I want to know where everybody's coming from. This is what happens after every win. We got to do the shout-outs, and the shout-outs are the biggest thing that we can get. I got to go Raiders. That's right. I think they're getting killed right now from the last I saw. It was against the Cleveland Browns too. But anyways, tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're at, where you watch the Dodgers sweep. That's a huge win. Let's see where you guys are at so I can actually say Las Vegas, Nevada for easy as AGJD. Let's see, Bergman. What's up, Eddie Ruezga? Let's see, how about some other ones? Where you got? Napomo, California. Colleen Tooley. Always talk to Napomo, to my Napomo fans. Know a bunch of people up there. Jacqueline Frederick and Sylvia Canales say hello. I need a reasonable excuse to call off work tomorrow. Help. A reasonable excuse is the Dodgers are playing. That's what the reasonable excuse is. From LA, Greg. That's from Bougie Butera. Bergman, Dodgers, Ian Spillate, correspondent. Confirmed. That's what I like to read. Arizona from Mona Lisa Bell. Got more Napomo, Visalia, California, Tommy Rose, Moreno Valley, Michael Gills, go Dodgers from West Palm Beach, Florida, all the way on the other side of the country, David Cano. Love them Dodgers, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Eve Gonzalez, or Ev, East Los Dodgers Nation. Carlo Andrew Leos. Oh, man. What up, Riverside, California? Shout out ESPN LA 710. That's what I'm talking about. Where are we here on the ESPN LA? What's up? Encino, Seattle from Selly Cells. And go AZ Drummer, Vegas. Encino from Jake Dicker. Moreno Valley, Mr. Hornsby Jr. Watching from Denver, Boys in Blue. Better win against the Rockies tomorrow. That's right. Charmaine Ann, and look, they're pitching fantastic. We're going to get into all of 163 very, very soon. I'm not there yet. Salt Lake City, Utah from Ramon Rivera. Panorama City, Sal 2481. I used to play roller hockey in Panorama City for the Maccabi games. It's a big Jewish thing. Don't worry about that. Let's see. Check out on YouTube. Lancaster 661, John Isles. LAX. Oh, man, you're watching from the airport. Chris Almonte. 604, Vancouver, Canada from Aaron. Chris Patel. What's up, man? Or Chris Patel, what's up, Delaware? Let's see. A sweep and a shutout. Chicago, Illinois, go Dodgers. Daniel Hidalgo. Let's see. Riverside, MF. Stay hungry, 545. Let's see. Where else have we got here? I know you guys are all out here. Carrollton, Texas, go Dodgers. Rose Cueva Salas. Sun City, South Carolina, go Dodgers. Kathy Kens Abbott, South Carolina getting in there. Central Pennsylvania, baby, you're blue or die. Stan Bloxon, love that. Let's see. On Twitch, nobody. My boy Pickle Rick doesn't show up for me anymore. Walker pitching, we're not there yet. Go Dodgers from Mississippi, Ryan Phillips. Arturo Hernandez, Pendleton, Oregon. Good for all the Westerville, Ohio from Don Nice. Don Nice, if you're from Italy. What do you have to say now, Mr. Negativity? I hope you're not calling me Mr. Negativity. I've been the positive one for the last 3 months. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Frank Jaramillo, 62. Lakewood, California, Sandy Valens. Stomach ache tomorrow morning, Joel Zaragoza. That's right. Oh, I'm sorry, boss. My tummy is full. It hurts. I ate too much candy last night. Whatever you got to do, don't let it happen. Go Dodgers from Las Vegas, Osvaldo Felix Rodriguez. Let's see what we got here on the ESPN. Monterey, Cuyo 501, West Covina, Boba all day. Edward Cavasal. Oh, I love it. What do you think of the MVPs? I'm not there yet. Tracy, California, Boost Life. Go Dodgers from Kansas City. I love that. Sella hate it. This is what we're saying. It's from all over. West Covina. We got people from everywhere here wanting to talk about the Dodgers in game 163 tomorrow. So let's get into the actual game. It's going to be very quick because it was just a game where we all just kind of sat back and enjoyed what we were watching, right? So get my topics up. and we'll get into everything that we really, really need to get into. And so if you're listening in Los Angeles like Karen Ware, or Fresno, California like Andres Rodriguez, or, you know, Lakewood, California like Anthony Osnaya Sr., you're all going to find out exactly what I think. If we can please have the topics up, I would appreciate it. Sweet. Sorry, Giants. I'm not sorry, although I will say Hunter Pence, congrats on a great career. You just destroyed us for years and years, and it was it was difficult to see that, but he had a great career, and I give it up to him. Too bad he had a strikeout, or not too bad he had a strikeout on his last hit. Good for him for a wonderful career. All right. So in this game, it was just a giant hit parade, right? The game was over in the third inning. They put up a 7 spot in the third inning, and everybody got involved. Taylor got involved. Turner got involved. Freese got involved. Kike got involved. Machado even got involved. Kemp was getting big hits. I think he had a 3-hit day today. Dozier with the home run. Let's go, Brian Dozier. You needed to have that big game today, and he did have that big game today. So hopefully that gets him propelled into the postseason, and he's big time coming up because he's not going to be there tomorrow. Depending on who pitches for Colorado, obviously. Those are all up in the air, so we're not sure what's going to happen. Let's give it up for Rich Hill. You know what? I was kind of on the fence. I really wanted to see Buehler in this game because I thought it was a must-win game. They got through it with Rich Hill, and Rich Hill threw an absolute gem today. He threw 7 innings strong and barely got over 70 pitches for the game. He could have gone 8 and 9, but then you bring in guys like J.C. Chagua, who's not going to pitch tomorrow or in the postseason, and Julio Urias. Unfortunately, even though he got that 1-2-3, he's still not going to make that postseason roster most likely, and he's probably not pitching tomorrow either. So it's all right to see those guys, but what this did was it made it so everybody got to sit back, relax. You had a 14-run lead, and you saved your bullpen, and that's huge for what's going to happen for tomorrow, game 163, and that's what we all wanted. This has been for the last 2 to 3 months. We've been talking about how we just have to get into the playoffs, and we have to win the division. This was, everybody was upset. We were down by a game, and you thought, oh, God, they blew it in the last week of the season. But we all kept our faith for the most part. I know a lot of you didn't, but I know a lot of you did. All kept your faith. ESPN Los Angeles, we talked about it on Mason and Ireland. Steve Mason made a bet for $10,000 in mythical money that the Dodgers would win the division, and John Ireland went $20K that they would lose the division. As of tomorrow, it's a big, big wager. It really comes down to one game now, and that is huge, absolutely huge. So it's a big deal for tomorrow, that game 163, and what we're going to decide is who's going to pitch tomorrow. And they were talking about it on the broadcast. I know all of you guys are wondering what's going to happen. Is it going to be Buehler? Is it going to be a bullpen game? Is it going to be Ross Stripling? Do we bring back Alex Wood after he just pitched back-to-back games? Who is it going to be? For the Rockies, most likely it's going to be German Marquez, who's actually pitched really well. He's seen the Dodgers 3 times this year. 2 of those times, he absolutely had gems of games, 7 innings, 8 innings pitched, 1 or 0 runs. And another game earlier, it was like in June, he pitched against the Dodgers twice in June, I believe, and went 1-1. The first time they saw him in June, the Dodgers beat up on him, put up 4 runs on him. I think they only gave 6. But that was June. 4 of German Marquez's last 5 outings, he has struck out 11 guys. One of those was 13, I believe, in one of those games, too. He only 5 the other night, last week, I believe it was, against the Giants. He only gave up 5, and he only had 5 strikeouts, he gave up like 5 runs. It's a bad game for him against the Giants, which he lost, but since then, he has been their best, most solid pitcher in September for the most part. So you're going to probably see German Marquez there, unless they do the same thing that the Dodgers could possibly do. Both of these teams have to decide, do you go with Buehler and Marquez on game 163, or do you hold them off for a possible wild card game, or possibly in the actual division series game against Atlanta? Because whoever wins goes to play Atlanta in the division series, and I'm getting a note from Gary Lee that Buehler's starting 163. So if that is the actual case, maybe that was announced already. Eric Steven tweeted that Walker Buehler is starting tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. So for the most part, then we can actually make this a much easier discussion. It is going to be Walker Buehler versus German Marquez most likely. I don't know if that's been reported yet, but they've been holding off on Marquez. So now, game 163, you have Buehler versus Marquez, and Buehler and all the bullpen is completely rested. All right, I have a stat. We can get rid of my topics, please. And I took a picture of the ESPN stats of German Marquez. So if you can throw up the ESPN stats of German Marquez, please, then I can show you exactly what I'm looking at when I'm watching tomorrow. Who the guys that you're most likely going to see. German Marquez for the Rockies has pitched really, really well. I know it takes a quick second. You guys might already see it, but I got to see. There it is. All right, so there's German Marquez. As you can see in here, I'm sorry, Instagram, you're not going to be able to see what I'm showing, but it's a picture of German Marquez's stats from ESPN, and you can see who is going to start most likely in this game. You can see, I got to get a little bit closer here because my eyes are bad, but Kike is 100% starting. German Marquez is a righty, so you're going to have the lefty lineup. And in that lineup, you're going to have, which lefty lineup means you're going to have a lot of the righties going. I apologize. Yeah, the lefty lineup. So you're going to have Jock Peterson leading off because he's been great as a leadoff batter, and he had a home run leading off yesterday. So it'll be Jock, Turner, then it'll be Muncy, Freeze, and then, Muncy, Machado, and then you're probably going to go with you're going to get Kike in there at some point. You're going to get Puig in there. Grandal is going to be in there, and so is, where did it go? I have all the numbers. You can all see the numbers there. It's too small for my eyes. I apologize, but there are all the numbers there for you. You can see basically what you're going to see, and so it's against German Marquez. That's going to be a huge, huge game. And so I'm going to get into all of what you guys think about that and my thoughts and your thoughts. And we're going to have a nice big discussion about all of this. You can go ahead and take that away, please. Thank you. And now we can get into your thoughts and feelings and everything else that's happening. By the way, the game 1:07 p.m. in Los Angeles. Buehler versus Marquez. Dodgers Rockies. Game 163 for the division. And you're going to get a Cubs-Brewers game tomorrow, 163 as well. Ooh, baseball is coming up strong over these next 2 days. All right, so let's see what we got from you guys. I'm going to start over here in Facebook. The good news is the 40-man roster for the game. Christian Gore, yes, there will be a 40-man roster still for the game, and the entire bullpen is set because Rich Hill pitched so well today and went 7 strong, so you didn't have to use any of the big guns in your bullpen. So there is one more game. All right, let's see. I wonder the Terry Kaiser Reed will keep the 40-man roster for tomorrow's game. Yes, there will be a 40-man roster. Linda Trevian, what I wonder is, first, why Dave Ross has decided to use Rich Hill today, and second, why he left Hill in for so long with a huge lead. I hope the decision won't cost the Dodgers a victory later this week. Well, because that was, Linda, you have to think about it, actually. Because he went with Rich Hill today, you saved Walker Buehler for a game 163, which is obviously a must-win game, so you stay out of that wild card. You left Rich Hill into this game because you're not going to see Rich Hill again until maybe game 4 of the division series. So he's gonna have plenty of rest in between today and game 4 of the division series. So him going 7 innings was actually a huge thing for the Dodgers so that you can save your bullpen, and that's exactly what they did. It actually worked out perfectly. The last I saw, Atlanta was losing. I don't know exactly, but it didn't matter. Atlanta lost yesterday, so the Dodgers and the Rockies both have, I believe, the Rockies. I know the Dodgers have home field advantage over Atlanta. So if you win tomorrow, they actually host game 1 in LA on Thursday, and that's a huge deal. So you can have both Kershaw and Ryu go games 1 and 2, and then bring back Buehler for game 3. So it's just giant. Hill did great, absolutely. Colleen, Blue Holiday, smashed. Yeah, all right, let's check out ESPN LA, Periscope. Looks like pitching rotation is coming along. It's coming along great. It's actually worked out perfectly, which was shocking to me. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, and I know this is what you guys want to hear, tomorrow, from what I understand, and I could be off, but what I understand, Mason and Ireland will go from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., at 1 p.m., Mason and Ireland will be off of ESPN LA, and the Dodger game will be on ESPN LA at 1 o'clock. So stay on ESPN LA after the game, and on 710 ESPN, you can actually hear the Dodger game on ESPN tomorrow, and you don't have to worry about the announcers over on that other station who just put you to sleep. And then after the game, at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna race home, have the game on the radio, and then on ESPN, and then I'm gonna get home, watch the end of the game, and after the game, I will be here again tomorrow with you after game 163, so we can figure out whether it's gonna be a division series game or a wild card game, and what the situation is gonna be doing with all of that, and it's gonna be great. Will tomorrow's game be televised besides on Spectrum? Yes, it will be on ESPN TV and ESPN Radio. So there you go. You're going to get both games. You're going to get it on radio and TV. Stick to ESPN. Stick to ESPN LA 710. Make sure you're hot on there. We'll be hearing Mason and Ireland from 11 to 1, where I will be on Mason and Ireland, like always, talking all things Dodgers, and then after the game on all these platforms once again. All right, so those are a great day tomorrow. The game, yes, Pow Pow 323. The game is at 1 p.m. 106. This is awesome app, great info. You're welcome, Mad Cali Hood, and welcome to the app too. This is what we're here for. This is what we do. This is every single game. I will be on with you guys after every postseason game, and it is just awesome. Let's see, y'all won today, and that was the best birthday present today. That's right. For show. I don't know the rest. Just wait, quit asking Connor Moore. I don't know what the question was, Connor. Someone, I'm sure, why? Please, I like Dodgers 35-10. He's why was Scherzer removed as starter? Because, all right, here we go. I know a lot of people want to know why Scherzer didn't pitch today. Scherzer did not pitch today because there was no reason for him to pitch. He has over 300 strikeouts. What if he got hurt? Of course, we wanted him to pitch because we wanted the Rockies to lose. And, like for the integrity of the game and all that kind of stuff, he knew he was never pitching. It was all just kind of talk. He is going to be, he was not going to pitch. And because if he got hurt, it affects next year. They're not going anywhere. They're right around 500. They weren't even close to the playoffs. It was a meaningless game for the Nationals. So at that point, there's no reason to pitch him there. It didn't matter, unfortunately, and I know that's what we wanted, but that's not what they wanted. Let's see. So, is Joe Davis calling that game? Little Ray 23-24? No. Joe Davis is actually done. They were saying it was so sad. If you were watching the game today on Sportsnet or on my different ways that I like to watch the game, Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser were actually exchanging pleasantries and saying how much they were sad that they were done for the year and they won't see each other again until February of next year. And now Joe Davis moves over to Fox baseball games. He's going to do Fox games for the postseason, I believe, and he's going to do Fox games for football as well. College, I don't think he does pro, just college. But Joe Davis is the best, so it's sad to see Joe Davis and Oral split up. Let's see. I haven't gone to YouTube in a little bit here. All Dodger did good today. Yes, they did, but tomorrow will be hard against the Rockies. It is going to be. Andrew Martinez, Greg, tell me you got a 2019-2100 contract for this show. I'm assuming that's 2020 that you're trying to say. I will absolutely, most likely, I'm not going to say can't say absolutely, but most likely be back with you guys next year and throughout the entire playoffs. I'm going to try and keep it going, actually, also throughout the offseason. And I'm hoping for a whole nother thing as well. I can't announce it because I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think there's a possibility that I might be able to do this for another thing as well. And so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm an LA born and raised guy that has grown up on LA sports, so I am a Dodgers, Lakers, Kings, Bruins, everything LA fan, and always have been. They are my life, and always have been. So I will be back. Let's see. Pickle Rick decided not to join me today. That is too bad. By winner of tiebreaker game. All right, I already knew that. I'm trying to get updates on my phone at the same time. But Colorado was told a week ago he wasn't going to pitch. Christina Ross, you're absolutely right. He was told a week ago, so it wasn't a big deal. My Raiders season already over. Let's go Dodgers. Don't disappoint this year. Hey, let's go Dodgers. Marvin Mateo, totally with you. Bruins, yes, I am a huge Bruins fan. They stink, and it was tough watching that game on Friday night, but they do stink, but I love them anyway. I think Chip Kelly will get them back to where they need to, but that's not the important thing. Walker Buehler versus Herman Marquez tomorrow, that's the big deal. So ask me away. Go away. Tell me what you want. What do you want to know about that game tomorrow? Because I'm fully involved in it. Let's see. Let's go Dodgers. Yes, come back. So, Quota. Yeah, I will be here forever with you guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm a born and bred LA guy. Let's see. Rigo Garcia, hate that people all of a sudden think they have the skills to manage the Dodgers. Relax. Let Roberts do his job. Don't think you'd like if Roberts came to your boring job and told you how to do yours. Chill out, people. That's kind of what I've been saying for the last 3 months with all of you guys. I mean, this has been how it's kind of been for quite some time. Dave Roberts is going to do what the front office tells him to do, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But today was a all-righty lineup that people hated, and look what happened. The all-righty lineup came up huge, absolutely huge, so much. So you have to be okay with all that, with what Dave Roberts is doing. It works. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. And you can talk all the mad crap you want when it doesn't work, because it most of the time does. Let's see. I got Al Acoustic. Bruins, yes. All right. Look at that. Mad Kelly Hood. That's awesome. Love LA. Miss Prissy Fussy Buns. That's a great name. OMG Bruins, yes. Bruin alumni, love that. A talking parrot better than Spectrum. Hey, that's why I come here. Most people can't see it. Come here after the games. This is where you want to be. Not on the radio listening to where you can't get a call in and nobody's going to answer your phone call. Here, where I actually talk directly to you and shout you out as much as possible. And if I'm not shouting you out, somebody else is talking to you. If you look on Facebook, people are talking to everybody. It is a community on Facebook, and it is a community on Periscope. It's awesome. I love it. Just right here, JR10184 at DU Clyer. Agree 100%. See, you're already talking to each other. That's how it should be. I know it happens here on YouTube. Andrew Martinez and Cybernetic Slayer, Kofi Coffee. They all talk. They all do the same thing. So let's see. Bring on Colorado. Doyer Stadium awaits. That's right, Cybernetic Slayer. Okay, let's check over with the ESPN LA app here. So many people were hating on this lineup today, because that's what happens, Little Ray. But this righty lineup has been pretty good recently. It's actually been one of the better lineups. They put up big runs on it, because think about it. Taylor is hitting. He's hitting really well right now. So Taylor in that first spot, and then Turner is the best player in baseball since he came back from injury in August. Then Freese has been just amazing as a Dodger. He's batting over 400 or right around 400 as a Dodger. They picked him up on August 31st, and since then, he's batting around 400 and way over. So, and then Machado got going yesterday, looked good. Hopefully that was big for Dozier today. A lot of good stuff there. Smith Tierras, talk to me. I'm happy to. Did I miss a question from you? Come back. I think I've answered all your questions, Smith. I'll look back a little bit and see if there's anything there, but I see you. I answer you. So, hi, Smith. There you go. All right, let's see. Are the tickets up for tomorrow? Yes, you can absolutely go get tickets tomorrow. You can go try and get the tickets. I would love to go get the tickets tomorrow if I could, but I got to be here with you guys afterwards. Let's see. Clint Pasillas. This is always going to be good. Let's see. Walker Buehler in 2018, 3-3 at home, 1.48 ERA in 11 games started, 1.95 ERA over the last 32.1 innings pitched. That's 5 games started. 0-1, 2.61 ERA and 31 innings pitched, 5 games started versus Colorado. But in those games versus Colorado, one of those was in Colorado, where he went 8 innings of 0-run ball. 0 run. Clint, if you can hear me, go ahead and get me the Herman Marquez versus Dodgers stats. He's seen them 3 times. He's 2-1 against the Dodgers, and in that time, I believe he had 2 really good games and 1 really bad game. But I trust this offense and how they're doing right now. So if you can get me those stats, Clint, that would be awesome. And by the way, Clint Pasillas is the guy on the Dodgers Nation pregame, does all the Dodgers Nation pregame, and he does the Blue Heaven podcast with Kevin Perez Allen. Both of those, awesome. They do so good. If you want a great Dodgers podcast, listen to Blue Heaven. They do a fantastic job, and they know what they're talking about. Let's see. Pressure on them. They blew the lead. We're at home. We got Walker. Our bats are hot. It's all there. The pressure, that's a huge thing to talk about, right? the pressure that is under the Rockies. I know they put up a big win today against a terrible Nats team, but think about who they've played. They walked all over Arizona because Arizona rolled over for them. They walked all over Philadelphia because Philadelphia walked all over them. And then they played a bad team in the Nationals and they lost one of those games, which was huge. The Dodgers, on the other hand, had to play Arizona. They didn't, and Arizona was playing them tough. Took 2 of 3. They should have taken more in that series. Then they had to play. The Rockies, or something. Not the Rockies. They had to play the Giants, who wanted to win. They played those games tough. The first 2 games, the Giants were playing tough, and the Dodgers came through and won and swept the Giants, and are playing teams that are bitter rivals. Bitter rivals are always going to play you tough. You throw out records in those situations. So when you do that, they're going to come hard after you, and the Dodgers took care of business as they should have, as a team that was in the World Series last year should have, and they made the playoffs, and now they're going to win tomorrow. And all the haters that said they weren't going to win division will all come back tomorrow saying that they were wrong, unfortunately. Olasai Gloria, thanks for all the info. Go Dodgers. You're very welcome. Happy to get it all out for you. Ozzy Romero, what do you think about Scioscia coming to Dodgers manager next season? No, absolutely not. I have zero interest in Mike Scioscia being a Dodger manager. He can come and he can sit on a bench and be a bench coach, or go into the front office and kind of sit there and do nothing. Because Mike Scioscia is forever a Angel now, and at this point, he is not an analytics guy. This is why he's not sticking around in Anaheim. They put together a giant team, and they've had Mike Trout. With Mike Trout, and I think, 8 seasons now? With Mike Trout, he's gone to the playoffs one time. And in those games, they played 3 games. Mike Trout got 1 hit. That's it. That's all Mike Trout has sniffed of the playoffs since he's been an Angel. Why would I want to bring a guy, just because he played for the Dodgers, do I want to bring him in to be the manager when Dave Roberts has taken you to Game 7 of the World Series last year, 2 years ago was in the NLCS, brought you back to the playoffs again this year, and this front office is building everything, and they really just make Roberts do whatever they want? I have no issue with Dave Roberts. I know a lot of you do, but for the most part, his in-game decisions are already decided pre-game. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just kind of how it is. Mike Scioscia will never be the Dodgers manager ever. Period. Book it. J9 Mama, glad the Dodgers control their destiny at this point. Can't blame anyone else after tomorrow. That's right. It comes down to tomorrow, and the Dodgers do control the destiny. You win, they go to the division series. They lose, they play in the wild card against either the Cubs or the Brewers, who also have a game 163. I would love to see what the ratings look like in Chicago, in Milwaukee, in LA, and see what the numbers look like, because today was a baseball day. I put up a poll. Granted, my Twitter account is @BergmanGreg, is very, very much Dodger-centric, but I put up a poll. What are you watching? Are you watching the Dodgers and all of MLB? Or are you watching the NFL today because NFL is king? Or are you watching the Lakers game again tonight at 6:30 with LeBron game 1? I'm going to be watching that game. Ooh, I'm kind of excited to see the LeBron in the Lakers jersey and what they can do. Ooh, it's going to be exciting. But anyway, I think that I would love to see the numbers for that, because I think that I think baseball really took a huge step today, and having 2 game 163s tomorrow for the division, that is really making my Monday a huge day as well for baseball. People are wanting to get off work to go watch the Dodgers. This is a huge day, and it's going to be something. It's going to be interesting to see what these numbers look like. This is great for baseball. This is exactly what you want. The postseason always gets big numbers, but this game 163 is what it's all about. And that's where you're going to get fans from everywhere watching these games like, oh, that's actually something to watch. Baseball is interesting again. It's huge, and I'm very, very happy about it. Let's see. I got Go Lakers. Yes, I'm with you on the Go Lakers. Let's see. What do stats look like for Marquez at Dodger Stadium? I don't have those numbers in front of me. I believe the game that they lost was the game that Marquez lost, I believe, was in Colorado. I'm not positive about that, but it is. Oh, Clint Pasillas, Herman Marquez. Thank you, Clint. You're always on top of things when I ask for it. So Clint Pasillas on Facebook says, German Marquez season 14-10, 3.76 ERA, 191 innings pitched, 2.14 ERA in his last 5 games started, 2-0 with a 2.57 ERA versus Dodgers in 21 innings pitched, 3 games started. They lost that other one. 1.2 ERA in 15 innings pitched at Dodger Stadium in 2018. 1.89 ERA in career at Dodger Stadium. 3 games started, 19 pitched. Hell of a game tomorrow. Yeah, you have now a 1.89 ERA for German Marquez for the Rockies tomorrow versus Walker Buehler, who also has a great ERA at Dodger Stadium. This is going to be a hell of a game. You got to think that this is going to be one of those 1-0, 2-1 games. It's probably going to be really, really low scoring, which means that it's going to be a 10-9 game, because every time you think it's going to be a low scoring game, it's a crazy high scoring game. But this would make sense to be a crazy low scoring game, and boy, it is going to be a fun one. All right. Clint strong with the stats. Thanks, brother. Exactly. D-Foley USA. Clint coming through hard with those stats. By the way, yes, Brian Hatfield, the game will be on ESPN. It'll also be on I believe, it's not on Time Warner. If it is, Joe Davis is not doing the game. But it will be on ESPN. It'll be on ESPN LA 710 on the radio. So you can just stick with ESPN. You can go to the morning show and listen to Keyshawn, LZ, and Travis, give them all a bunch of hell because they called them dead. I actually was walking down the hall with LZ just last week on Thursday or Friday, and he was singing taps to me. He was singing taps to me about the Dodgers. And what happened? Look at it. Now you're in that game 163. Go give LZ hell on the morning show. Do it. We're going to take an hour off of Stephen A. Smith, and at 11 to 1, you're going to have Mason in Ireland and I'll be there as well as the producer. So we'll be talking a ton of Dodgers from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to talk all things Dodgers. You can get us on the ESPN LA app. After that, the game will be on ESPN LA also, so you can just stick on ESPN the whole way through. And guess what? If you want to hear this post game, ESPN LA Periscope after the game will be live too. So you can stick from 6 a.m. all the way to like 6 p.m. straight on ESPN LA, and that's huge. That is absolutely gigantic. Speaking of which, let's go to the ESPN LA app. I'm off tomorrow. Good for you, M. Cindy. Anaheim who? Exactly. Let's be extra loud at Dodger Stadium tomorrow. That's right. I want to see everybody walking down the street with their Dodgers gear and just saying, "Let's go Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers." That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear everywhere. I came up strong here with this. The Red Dream, who obviously came up big this entire series, except for yesterday. And I want you guys to be wearing all your Dodgers stuff tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing a Dodgers shirt to work tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing a Dodgers shirt when I get home tomorrow. It's all about the Doyers tomorrow. Let's keep it going. Let's see, Thursday. Thanks. If the Dodgers win the division, are they off till Wednesday? And someone else answered you. Look at that. Off until Thursday. See, I love the community feel that you guys are all answering each other's questions. It's your year, Dodgers. That's right. Buehler is pitching tomorrow, 1:10 on ESPN and ESPN LA. Panic level to win the West is 1. Look at you guys all bringing your panic levels down. I love it. It was 9, 10, 10,000 just 3 days ago. Remember that? 3 days ago, you guys were up at like 10,000. Now you're at a 1 because this is the way to do it. By the way, Tina G-Man, if you want to see the game at work and you have a computer, DM me on Instagram or on Twitter, at Bergman Greg on Twitter, at Bergman Greg on Instagram. Do either one of those two things, and I will happily give you my link that I use all the time. I've given it to hundreds and hundreds of you guys over the years. So, let's see. I got Island Girls Band. I'll be representing here in Phoenix. Oh, hey, as long as you're representing, that's all that matters. Hey, get off work, fly to LA, go to Dodger Stadium, get it all done. Panic level 0.5. Love it. Have they announced the matchup for Brewers Cubs, or are they going to bullpen game with Hader? You know, I don't know. I don't know that because I'm here with you guys right now. I can't look at Twitter and see what everybody's saying. I have to be looking at your quotes, what your questions, what your comments, all those things. So it's tough. It's tough for me to bounce around between those kind of things. Can you Periscope the radio show tomorrow? Andrew Martinez? Maybe. I don't know. I gotta talk to promotions. I'm assuming no, but I might be able to do it for my own. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see. Greg, I'm so glad you streamed for all of us. You are the best. Hey, Joseph, I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here with you guys. It's awesome. DN pregame at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, guys. Hang with Clint and Clint. That's right. Go to DN pregame tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. They will be there with you for the hour before the show. Get that there on the radio. Have ESPN LA going at the same time. Have a video of Clint and Clint and a radio of ESPN LA. You get everything. You get music to your ears everywhere you go. Let's see. I got Dodgers bagging World Series. Book it. Oh, I'm loving the positivity that we're getting now. You win 3 games in a row and that positivity goes up. I love it so much. Aaron Devandry. You're doing a great job, Greg. Hey, thank you. What's up, Greg? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Rain Fam Colazo. You sound like you should be in The Godfather. Rain Fam Colazo. I make him an offer he can't refuse. It's a really bad accent. I'm usually better at accents. That was a bad one. So sorry about that. Let's see. What do we got here? You've rocked this season. Love your passion for the blue. Hey, you're welcome, Island Girl Benz. Hey, you're here every game with me, and you have the passion too. It's all about you guys. If you guys didn't show up, then I wouldn't be here sitting here talking to you guys. So happy to answer more of those questions. I'm glad that you're all here because this is what it's all about. It's all about this. Brian David Ojeda, Mason and Ireland show live from the shortstop tomorrow. Make it happen. Oh, it's too late, man. That would be really, really good, though, if we could make that happen. And also, the shortstop usually gets a different radio station there. So I'm assuming we can't do that tomorrow. It's way too quick to make something happen, and we're starting at 11 a.m. So let's see. Great info, brother. Great job. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blaze 2010. Even games I miss, you keep us well informed. Thanks, Greg. Hey, you're very welcome, Blaze 2010. I feel this is weird. I'm used to Mason Ireland ripping me at every single moment. So to have all this great job and you're doing great and hey, keep it going. It's odd for me. I'm not used to those. I'm not used to praise. I'm used to the exact opposite. That's just how it is. Let's see. Even games I miss. Oh, I appreciate that. Let's see. Thanks for all the info. Think Blue, go Dodge. Hey, you're very, very welcome. Great work, Greg. Love what you do. Keep it up, brother. Michael Larimer. Hey, I appreciate it. Look, I'm not trying to read these because it's making me have a bigger head, which it is. But I'm reading it because I just read everything in front of me, which you've obviously noticed at some point in your life. Urias is looking good in the short samples. Shouldn't expect him to make the postseason roster, right? No, unfortunately, he needs 4 days in between. 4 days in between starts or any time of innings pitched for him to get going again, and that's not going to work in the postseason. You need guys that can pitch back-to-back days. What you will probably see is guys like Alex Wood getting starts, or getting into the games in the bullpen. All right, let's do that. You know what? Because we haven't done it for a little while, and things have changed over the last week, right? I'll take the praise. But, it's tough. It's tough to, you don't want to get a big head. Let's lead. All right, let's do this all together, right? I want you guys, you're all listening, you're all doing it. Write out what you want your postseason roster to be for on offense and on defense, your batting order or whatever you want to call it, your 25-man roster. Leave the pitchers off, and then we'll do the pitchers next. For me, I think it's pretty simple of who are the guys that are stuck, and I think it's actually pretty stuck at this point. Turner, Machado, Bellinger, Taylor, Grandal, Barnes, Kike, Kemp, Puig, Peterson, Muncy, Dozier, Freeze. That's 13. I don't think there's one guy on there you can leave off, and I don't even think you can leave Dozier off there anymore. I think those are 13 guys that are stuck. The guys that are going to be left off: Verdugo, Tolles, Locastro, Utley, and Farmer. None of those guys are making it, unfortunately. They are totally off at this point. So I think it's Turner, Machado, Bellinger, Taylor, Grandal, Barnes, Kike, Kemp, Puig, Peterson, Muncy, Dozier, Freeze in your playoff roster. And tomorrow, if you really want to do for tomorrow, remember, German Marquez is a righty. So you're going to see the lefty lineup basically tomorrow. So leading off, you're going to see Jock. Then it's going to be Turner. Then it's going to be either Kike or Muncy. I'm assuming it's going to be Muncy. Let's go Jock, Turner, Muncy, Machado, Bellinger is 5. Then it'll be, I'm going to say Grandal, Kike, Puig, Buehler. That's my 1 through 8. I think it's something along those lines. I think those, and yes, by the way, Alex Cusick, Dozier does play great D. Did you see that play he made? I think it was either the first or second inning, where a ball was just going to get through that right side. He made a last-second diving stop and gunned him out at first. I think it was the first inning as the second batter. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. That's, you don't see very often from a second baseman. Huge. Kike can do things like that, though. But you will see Kike tomorrow. All right. Let's see what everybody's saying. I got Puig. I believe in Tolles. You know what? I do too, but he's not making it. He just hasn't played enough, and he doesn't fit anywhere. Yeah, Dozier on his D is solid, and he can play just loose like today. He can hit. Well, if he can hit like he did today, I am all for Dozier on that lineup. No Utley, Olivia. I'm sorry. The old man is done. That was his last game. I think you saw him strike out on his last at bat ever. I doubt you see him tomorrow unless you have to make some kind of move really, really early in the game. I doubt you see Chase Utley tomorrow. I don't think he's got a hit since like June 30th or something like that. It's kind of bad. Let's see. That was an awesome play. Oh, Ignacio was insane. Absolutely insane. Let's see. Everybody kind of believes the same. I got Jock. People believe in Tolles. I understand. Wish Utley was on the playoff roster. Unfortunately, Aaron, you're not going to be there. See, I agree with 100% with you on position players. Thanks for all your positivity. I'm loving this season. Sandra Herrera, you're very welcome. I'm loving it too. Kurt, Bueller tomorrow. Would rather him in a must-win or start at division series at home. Bueller has been announced that he is going to pitch tomorrow. It is Bueller versus Marquez tomorrow. So you will see Walker Bueller tomorrow. It is absolutely going to happen. He will be there. Now, since I went through the entire offense and batting order, I'm going to give you what I think is the pitching in the postseason. Things have changed a little bit, but I think pitching wise, you have to start off with the starting lineup or the starting rotation, because that's the easiest way to do it. Kershaw, Bueller, Hill, and Ryu, they're in. Top 4, those are your 4 guys. And in that sense, it's actually Kershaw, Bueller, Ryu, Hill now, even though Hill looked so good today. So good. Ryu looked really good on Friday, too. Against Bumgarner. Oof. You got a strong 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Huge. Huge. By the way, if we lose, then what? If we lose, you play a wild card game on Tuesday against the loser of Cubs Brewers, also game 163 tomorrow. So both guys are going to have tired bullpens and tired arms going into that game on Wednesday. So that's why you got to win tomorrow. Dodgers have to win tomorrow. All right, so Kershaw, Bueller, Hill, Ryu. I think Wood is in. Wood has absolutely made it. I think he's made his. He's not going to be a starter, but he's going to get in. Yes, Baez is in. I'm going to give you Baez. But so that's 6. Then it's Kenley, Maeda, Ferguson, Alexander. I got 2 spots left. I think in that sense, it's going to be Roscup and Floro. I don't think Cingrani gets in. I don't think Fields gets in. I don't think Urias gets in. I don't think Madsen gets in. I don't think Axford gets in. And I don't think Garcia gets in. So again, Kershaw, Bueller, Hill, Ryu, Wood, Kenley, Maeda, Roscup, Ferguson, Alexander, Floro, Baez. That's 12. That's 12 and 13. So there you go. That's what I think your playoff positioning is for the pitchers. 12 guys, 13 batters, only 12 in the bullpen. That's it. That's what I think it is. Yes, Floro will be in there. I think you got the righty. It's a righty that can get ground balls. Alexander will be in there as a lefty that can get ground balls. That's how it's going to be, in my opinion. On the off chance they lose tomorrow and play the wild card, who pitches the wild card game? That's where it's going to get interesting. Because you got to think that Ryu, it would be on Tuesday. Ryu he'd be short rest because he pitched on Friday, so that's only Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's only 3 days rest. Ryu doesn't pitch well on regular. He needs regular rest. It's a good possibility that that's the game that you go match. If Bueller loses tomorrow, which I'll accept the premise, if Bueller loses tomorrow, I think that's when you go matchup. Yes, Kirk Luck, absolutely the Fields has looked great. I just don't think he's been in enough to make it. Although he was there last year and he pitched great, so he could bounce out of Floro. But it's very up in the air right now. You'll see kind of who you see tomorrow. Madsen over Rodcup. Nah. Madsen, I don't see Madsen. Roscup has been fantastic. Happy to see Roscup in there. I'm a big fan of Roscup. If he blows it, I'm going to look like an idiot, but that's how I feel. Let's see. Clint Pacias, National League Central Game 163. As of now, Cubs starting Jose Quintana. Milwaukee likely to go with Chase Anderson, but could put out of a bullpen game. Wow, that's interesting. Thank you, Clint. God, he's coming up with all the big stats today. I love it. That's interesting. Yeah, Jose Quintana has. I mean, he scares me in a bullpen game. That's going to be a high-scoring game over there, while Marquez and Buehler's going to be a low-scoring game here. Weird matchups. So, of course, because it's supposed to be low-scoring in LA and high-scoring in Chicago, it's going to be low-scoring in Chicago and high-scoring in LA because that's how baseball works. Madsen over Dozier. No, Dozier proved himself today to be there. Let's see, Maeda Tuesday. No, Maeda. I mean, I guess that's possible, but Maeda I think is stuck in that 8th inning guy. I don't think we see. I'm hoping not to see that Tuesday matchup at all. They win tomorrow. They don't play again until Thursday. That's the way to do it, and then you start your rotation all over again on regular rest. Big deal to win tomorrow. Let's see, please no Stripling. Yeah, I think Stripling pitched himself out of the rotation, out of the bullpen, out of everything. I think he knocked it all out. Let's see. I don't know. Are you a Giants fan? You guys are fighting amongst yourselves. That's fine. Have fun fighting amongst yourself. I don't need to be a part of that. Let's see. Please no Stripling. What about Venditti? Ernest Mota Jr. I like Venditti, but I think he's now changed himself into. I think he's not going to make it there. I love the lefty that he can pitch lefty and righty, and he can do so many things. But I think I don't think he makes that postseason roster, unfortunately, especially because a guy like Baez made it in, and if Fields makes it in, that's another reason why Venditti doesn't make it in. Although I'd be a fan. Let's see. Maeda is big as setup. That's absolutely right. Great game today. 100%. Tommy Bertolotti won. I don't know who you guys are. I don't know who you're fighting with. You might be fighting with Jill Morgan. Not sure. But whoever you got, you guys can keep going. I don't need to be a part of that. I just said that, but I'm done with it. What about Urias? His speed is up. His speed is up, and he's looking good, but we talked about it a little bit earlier. Urias has been a guy that does not... He needs 4 days in between. And when he does, he gets that, and he pitches really well in those situations. But you'd have to sit somebody else that can pitch back-to-back games that he can't do. So, unfortunately, that's why I think we just make sure that he's ready to go next year. That's why he pitched today, by the way. Pitching Urias in the 9th inning was basically saying, you're not pitching tomorrow. I don't think Fields is going to make it in. I definitely believe that Venditti will. Gio, it's possible, but then you have to sit somebody else. So is Venditti going to get in over Floro? Is he going to get in over Roscup? I could see him possibly getting in over Roscup, but that's a lefty, and I think Roscup has looked really good. Because Cingrani's not making it. You don't even see him anymore. I just don't think he's ready. Is Stripling injured? He was injured, and he came back, and he hasn't been Stripling since then, so he could still be injured, which is another reason why I don't think he makes it in. Urias needs to rest up and get full strength for next year. Absolutely, and that's probably what's going to happen. Any chance Locastro bumps someone as a pinch runner? They thought about that last year, remember. It was a possibility, but no, unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen. Who are you going to bump? I mean, you can do it again. It'd have to be somebody at the bottom. Muncy, Dozier, Freeze, Kike, Barnes. You need the backup catcher no matter what. Taylor, Bellinger, Machado, Turner, Kemp, Puig, Peterson. I mean, who do you bump? Locastro, there's no spot for him. Unfortunately, Locastro's not going to make it. He'll be great next year, though. That's another guy that's going to make this roster again next year, and he'll have a big year. Call out tomorrow to watch the Dodger game, or call out Tuesday if there's a wild card game. Call out tomorrow and watch the game tomorrow, because if they win tomorrow, then there's no wild card game on Tuesday. If they lose tomorrow, then call out on Tuesday also. But start off with calling out tomorrow and then be ready for Thursday, because they're winning tomorrow, and that's where he's going to go. It's going to be we're going to Thursday. You got to have faith with me. Come on. Faith with me, all of you. All right, so I only have a little bit of time left. Looks like I have about 10 minutes left. Max Muncy going to hit 2 dingers tomorrow. Oh, man, I hope so. Don't bump Freeze, John Gregory. Roberts broke Stripling at the All-Star game. He hasn't been the same since. Tina G-Man. Well, he also kind of got injured. So, all right, I want to know, what are your guys' score? What do you think the score will be tomorrow? I'm going to go with the Dodgers winning 3-2. I got 3-2 Dodgers. Kenley Jansen shuts it down in the 9th inning, and we go to Thursday. I got 3-2 Dodgers tomorrow. That's what I got in my head. What do you guys think? I want to call out all of your scores. I got Renee and Charity Regalado, LA 6, Colorado 1. Absolutely love that. Elastic Acoustic Farmer instead of Barnes. Farmer is not a catcher anymore. Farmer, and Barnes hit a home run today. He's hit like 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks. 4-2 Dodgers, Jake Dicker. Brian Hatfield, 6-3. I'm assuming that's Dodgers. 6-2, Joey 3 Betts, like that. Dodgers 7, Rocky 0, Jansen with a save. Victor Titos. He'd have to, you can't, if it's 7-0, he'd have to pitch 3 innings to get that save. He's not pitching 3 innings. We win tomorrow. Colorado fades into the abyss. Ignacio Mota. 2-1 Dodgers with a walk. Christian Gore. 5-4 Dodgers. Olivia Silva. 6-3 Dodgers. Brian Hatfield. German. 4-2 LA. Ryan Orion Montez. 2-1 maybe. Like that. I got 3-1 Dodgers. Island Girls. Benz. D Foley. 8-2 Dodgers. 5-1 Dodgers. That was acoustic. 5-3 Dodgers. 50 Dodgers. 79. Dodgers Gang. 7-4. 5-2 Dodgers. Whole effing show. 4-2 LA, silent 230-84. Oh, I love all these scores. They're all possible. Send the Dodgers jet to Indy to pick me up, says Harmacool. I would love to. You give me your score, I'll see what I can do. 6-2 Dodgers from Rhino, 57-63. Zombie Kid, 24-7-3 Dodgers. Loving all the Dodgers scores. Let's see. I'm gonna do this on YouTube or on Twitter after the game as well, at Bergman Greg. I'm going to ask, give me your score for tomorrow's game. It's going to be out there. Close game 5-4 Dodgers. M. Cindy, I like it. Dodgers by 4. Andrew Martinez, you've been here the whole time. I trust you. Prank Pros has got a bunch of hearts. What's up, Prank Pros? You have there's your shout out. If you give me a score now, Prank, what do you think? Thanks for all your positivity. Let's see. 1-0 Dodgers from Aaron. 7-2 Dodgers Foxtrot now. 4-2 Victor Titos. Hello, Mikey Mike. Let's see. I got 5-3, the God Max Muncy. That's right. 34 home runs. He is a god. 4-2 Dodgers from Jay Serrano, Swift CC. Let's see. On Facebook, I got a whole bunch more here. 4-2, JT with the walk-off. Are you going, Greg? No, Dolores, I will not be going because I'm going to be here watching the game so I can talk to you after the game and make sure that you're ready to talk and have someone to talk to after the game. And did you see Muncy's defense leaping catch from long arm shortstop Taylor? He's been rocking first base. Bellinger rock. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, he's looked great. Bellinger in center field is fantastic. I know he's a good first baseman, but he's really good at center field too. The AZ 943, 20-2 Dodgers. Big fan of that one. 13-12 Dodgers over the Rockies. Wow, 13-12 from Mike Munoz. Tina G. Yes, I am working tomorrow. Mason Ireland show from 11 to 1, and then the game is on ESPN LA, and you're going to be able to watch it here. Talk to me after. Let's do another 11-1 Randy Shipley. Love it. Thank you, Randy. Dodgers 4-3 Salvador Ruiz. You should stream your reaction to the game and live chat with us during the game. That's possible. Maybe I can do it from my own Periscope, possibly. I don't know. I'd have to just pop it up. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. We can talk about it. But as of right now, I'm just going to watch the game. You may not want to see my reactions. I want to blow them away early, and I think it will be a nail-biter 3-2. That's from Grabo 1966. Brian Rose, 6-4 Dodgers. Dodgers 4-3. Laura Cruz. Belly bombs kill Carl Arms. That's right. Let's see. I got 4-2 Dodgers. I got a whole bunch of people saying with the sad face for Mike Scioscia. No, Mike Scioscia is not going to be around here. Don't worry about that, all right? Margin of victory would be no more than 3 runs, regardless if it's the Rockies boo or Dodgers yay win. That's from John Isles. All right, well, give me the score, John. What do you think? Dodgers got this. I believe it. I'm right there with you. Let's see. Ignacio Mota, did you see Steve? He almost had Muncy's home run ball. No, I did not. I want them to win decisively tomorrow. I want them to just blow them out, but I think it's going to be a close scoring game. I got 3-2. Let's see. 1-0 Bueller pitches a gem from Cantris is the Chris. We got this from that crazy Geo. 1 p.m. at Dodger Stadium. You're right. All right. So I only have about 5 minutes left. I'm going to keep doing some of these. 5-3 Dodgers. All right. Try and get me some questions in. I'm loving all the scores. We're going to get all the scores on at Bergman Greg after I'm done here. I'll put it up on Twitter, and we'll make sure that you guys can get all your thoughts in along with me. I got 3-2, but give me some more questions. What time is the game? Tommy Bertolotti 1. The game's at 1 p.m. You can watch it on ESPN. You can listen to it on ESPN LA. And after the game, you can watch me on all of these platforms once again, and we can talk about what happens, whether we're going to be playing on Tuesday, whether we're going to be playing on Thursday, what's going to happen. And you can see me on at at Dodgers Nation on Facebook, at Dodgers Nation on Twitter, at Dodgers Nation TV on YouTube, at Dodgers Nation TV on Twitch, at official Dodgers Nation on Instagram, and at ESPN Los Angeles on the ESPN LA Periscope. All over the place. That's 6 platforms for you to come on here and see all this. What do the Dodgers do if they lose this next game, the AZ943? Then they have to play on Tuesday, and that's where your pitching starts to get a little bit interesting. Do you go with a bullpen game? Do you go with Alex Wood to start the game for 2 to 3 innings, and then maybe you have Ross Stripling go for a couple innings, or then you start going into matchup baseball where you have, where you have Alexander go, and then you have for an inning maybe, and then you have Ross Cup go for an inning. Ferguson could possibly go 1 or 2 innings. Maeda can go an inning or 2 to get to Jansen. There's a whole lot of things that can happen there. Dodgers gang, does Marquez have reverse splits? I'm not sure. Some guys have that kind of way. I'm not positive about that question. I know that if you look at actually, can we put that up there one more time since we only have a few more minutes? Can you throw the German Marquez numbers up there? He's faced the Dodgers 3 times, and you can actually see. I'm going to put it up here again. So all of you guys, I'm sorry, Instagram, you're not going to be able to see it again. Walker is a baby goat. Absolutely, Walker is a baby goat, Heather Miley. All right, so you can see. You can actually read this yourself. You can see who the guys are that hit Marquez really well. When this does come up, you can see it. There it is. So there you go. It's a little bit too small for me to read. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to read it because I can't actually. My eyes are not very good. I wish I could see it better, but I can't. So looks like when this comes up on here, it's probably easier to see. There it is. Okay. So Austin Barnes is 2 for 6. He's not going to be seeing in this game. Cody Bellinger. This is the interesting one. This is a guy who you think would hit Marquez. He's 1 for 15 against Marquez lifetime, but he will be in there. He doesn't hit Marquez at all, it looks like, but I bet you he's still in there because he's a lefty hitter against a righty. Then you have Walker Buehler is 0 for 4, so that doesn't matter. Brian Dozier 0 for 2, he won't be in. David Freese 0 for 2, he won't be in. Rocky Gale obviously won't be in. Yasmani Grandal 1 for 9, but he will be in. Kike Hernandez is 1 for 3 with a home run, so that's absolutely, and the way that Kike's been hitting, absolutely will be in that lineup. Probably in the 7th or 8th spot would be my guess. After Kike, you have Matt Kemp is 2 for 8 with a double, so he'll. I doubt he'll be in that game tomorrow, though. Max Muncy, 1 for 5 with a home run. He'll be in there. Jock Peterson is probably the best hitter amongst everybody against Marquez. He's 3 for 10 with 2 home runs and 2 RBI, so you have to assume that Jock will be leading off tomorrow. Then Yasiel Puig, who will be in the lineup. He's 2 for 9 with a home run. Let's see, Corey Seager. Oh, man, Corey Seager would always be great, but he's not there. He was 1 for 6 anyway. Chris Taylor not going to be in tomorrow, 2 for 5. Justin Turner, 2 for 11 with the home run and 2 RBI, so he'll absolutely be there too. And then Chase Utley is a guy that kind of hits him a little bit, 2 for 8. So that's your lineup right there. You can go ahead and take it away. Thank you. Those are the guys you're going to see. You're going to see the ones that I said that had the home runs. Definitely going to be there. Possibly you sit Bellinger for Taylor because Taylor's been hitting really well, but I bet you see the lefties against the righty Marquez. That's how that's probably going to go. Was that pulled away? Thank you. Okay, so that's it. I think I got 2 minutes. I'm into that 2-minute warning. 2 minutes brought to you by whatever wants to give me money. I know I've said it every time, but that's, give me a little bit of cash. Help support this, I'm doing what I can here. I'm giving you everything I got. Give me some money. All right, I'm going to go one question from every single place, and that's how we're going to do this like we always do. So on Facebook, Michael Larimer, do you think the wild card should be a best-of-3 series and the division round should be a best-of-7? That's something I bet you that eventually happens down the road. But unfortunately, no, I don't think so. I think the way that they have it is the right way to do it. It is a one-and-done game. I mean, you are the wild card for a reason. You are a wild card. The team that wins the wild card actually gets in quite often and wins the World Series a decent amount. I think 6 or 7 times since 1997. The Marlins did it twice. I think the Royals may have done it. I know that the Giants did it in 2014. So it happens. It absolutely happens. But so I'm all good with the game one. So that 1-game wild card, actually. I mean, it's tight, but you got to do it. Shanky Lee, love Dozier's glove and great sign today. Freeze and Dozier will come up big in the playoffs. Love it. Absolutely agree with you, and I think that's going to happen. Freeze especially. Freeze has been there. He knows what's up. He knows what's doing. Greg, what's your final score? D full USA. I told you, but I'm going to give it to you again. 3-2 Dodgers. 3-2 Dodgers, and that's what I think. And I'll get that up on at Bergman Greg. I will get there for you. Let's see. Do you believe MLB's the wild card playoff should be expanded from a single sudden death game? I just answered that, but no, I do not. I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think it should be that one-game playoff. I actually like it. So I know that's weird, but I like to know that it's a tough game, and you got to come full force with it. All right, last one from Instagram. Actually, yeah, how'd the Nats get their ass handed to? All right, Brian Perez from Colorado Springs. What's up, man? Why did the Nats pull the crap they pulled? Because it had nothing to do with the Nats. They had no reason to bring him out there. Shaq Scherzer did not need to pitch. If he got hurt, they'd look terrible for next year. It was just a bad decision. All right, that's it for me. I'll be back here again with you guys tomorrow doing the same exact post game like I always do. Let's go Dodgers. Let's take game 163 and go see Atlanta in LA on Thursday. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Dodgers. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. See ya.